Morning, Nick Aiton here. Another conversation in a series about blockchain and what you can use it for, what you can't use it for, what does it do, what does it doesn't do. And let's just touch on some of the sort of the current myths that are going around. A lot of people are saying blockchain 2.0, even blockchain 3.0 is amongst us. I don't see it. Sorry, it's blockchain has still got the same advantages and disadvantages and capabilities it once had. It just merely records the movement of tokens and written to a ledger. But if you're building apps on top and you're then using other off-chain or side-chain or other applications, such as Filecoin, for example, where you're using it to as a storage facility, decentralized storage, or you're using a third-party validator or third-party notary, or you're using another third party to hold something of value, maybe a custody. So let's dig into that a bit. The trouble is, in the last conversation we had, is you heard about messaging and signals. And as soon as you can't process everything in the same stack, where the signals are contained, the messaging is contained between known entities of the stack, where you can control it. As soon as you start going to third parties, you're creating what's called a Byzantine fault, and that fault means is that it becomes super vulnerable at that point. And if you think about what the basis of hacking and cybersecurity and ransomware is, they attack the layers, they attack the joins, they attack the signals and messaging. I mean, look at SolarWinds, which I thought was a genius hack in a sense, and I did write about it. What better way than to hack the cybersecurity software company that was defending the infrastructure and hack into their software, and then they did the work for you. They propagated the hack into the SolarWinds infrastructure, and there you go, Bob's your uncle. I just thought it was fantastic. But it doesn't mean I'm in favour of it, of course. I just thought it was innovative and genius. But there you go. I mean, we're building blockchains, we're relying on third parties, we're using on-chain, off-chain, we're trying to do these things called atomic swaps, which I can see what the community are trying to do with them, but you're creating Byzantine problems, you're creating gaps, you're creating vulnerabilities in the pipework. So if I put water into a pipe, number one, I need to know that water's not contaminated before I write it as a truth to the ledger. In blockchain, you don't do that. There is virtually no validation of what's written there as an absolute truth. The second thing, of course, is if I add a third connector, so instead of having a point-to-point, I have a third party involved, then I'm adding another join, another vulnerability, another point of attack. And this is the problem with blockchains. That's why there is virtually no interoperability, desired or undesired. Desired means you're creating Byzantine faults, therefore you're opening for attack. And if you're creating financial services applications that involve people's money, people's lives, proper legal things, then quite frankly, I think you need to look elsewhere. Blockchain is not up to the job in its current iteration. But maybe there is hope. Maybe a few people have solved this issue. Talk soon.